to the podcast brought to you by SDC International Shipping. Today, we're sharing a real-world story of what it's like to move from the USA to Spain through the eyes of the Johnson family. Their journey to the sun-drenched streets of Valencia wasn't just about shipping furniture. It was about starting a new chapter together. From packing up their life in California to navigating Spanish customs, we're going to dive into how SDC helped turn their relocation dreams into reality. Why Spain? First, let's meet the Johnsons. Mark is a tech consultant and Jessica a language teacher, and they have 2 kids, Ava and Noah. After years of dreaming, they decided to make the leap and relocate from San Diego to Spain. Well, why Valencia? Well, the schools, the family-friendly lifestyle, Mediterranean pace, they were ready for the rhythm. But with excitement came questions. What can we bring? How long will it take? What about our electronics, the kids' toys, our wine collection? And that's why they called SDC. During the consultation, we reviewed everything they planned to ship. Most of it, clothing, books, furniture, and kids' bikes, that was good to go. But there were a few surprises. Jessica had purchased a brand new espresso machine, and it was still in the box. Mark wanted to bring a large monitor for his home office, and the family had a small wine collection they hoped to bring. Here's how we helped. The espresso machine, it was new and in retail packaging, and it was likely going to be taxed. We recommended moving tags, using it at home before the move, and documenting it as used. Electronics. It is allowed, but we flagged the monitor as a high-value item, requiring proper valuation. And the wine collection, it required separate custom declaration, and it did have excess taxes. We helped them decide to leave it behind in order to avoid delays. These are common questions we get, and that's why SDC walks every client through what's allowed and what's restricted and what's outright prohibited. Packing, paperwork, and peace of mind. The Johnsons opted for professional packing services, and here's why that made a difference. We used Spanish compliant materials like double-walled cartons and treated wood for fragile items. Our crew created a translated, itemized inventory for every box, which is essential for duty-free clearance. We provided documentation support, including proof of their new Spanish residence and their NIEs. Because everything was clearly labeled and documented, their shipment moved through customs with 0 issues. Delivery in Spain. Once the shipment arrived, our local agents coordinated final delivery. Their new building had narrow streets and no elevator, so we arranged a lift system and delivery crew to safely bring their furniture and boxes. And when their move-in date got delayed by a week, no problem. We stored their belongings at our Spanish facility until the apartment was ready. Mark later said, "We didn't have to worry about a thing. Even with the hiccup, SDC kept everything smooth." Here are some lessons from the Johnsons' move. What the Johnsons learned and what you should too. First, ask early. Don't assume you can ship anything. Things like lithium batteries, new appliances, and alcohol need to be reviewed. Use pros. Packing for international shipping is different. SDC's materials and documentation avoid costly custom delays. Plan for flexibility. SDC's storage and scheduling options help them handle last-minute changes without stress. Protect your goods. They opted for full all-risk insurance, which gave them peace of mind for their electronics and heirlooms. If you're dreaming of your own move to Spain, the Johnson story is proof. It doesn't have to be stressful. With SDC International Shipping, you're never doing it alone. Call 844-651-7050 today for your free quote, or you can always visit movertospain.com to start planning your next adventure. Because with the right team, moving overseas becomes the start of something wonderful.